Alright, so this is the NROC video. I've already talked about D2L and what this homepage means. If you haven't seen that, you should watch that. So how to go online onto NROC rather for the first time is in this content section. The directions are in the syllabus, as well as you can open up the syllabus and find it there. But there's a shortcut, it's a little faster. If you want to create an account in NROC, you click that and it'll load your instructions. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to this HTTP website, but it's also in the user link section under NROC Login. And we'll be using that link. So you're going to go there and then you're going to click Create Your New Account. Do not click on this Developmental Math and Open Program. You're going to follow the instructions to create the account. Use the name that you registered with CCD so it matches the class roster. You'll be sent an email to your email address to confirm your account. I'm not sure if that's your student email address. I would assume it is. It should be. You should always use that for any correspondence with the college. And that would be your student.cccs.edu account. Alright, so you're going to open that email, check it, open that email by NROC and click on the link and then you'll be logged in. Now for the first time you go in, you have to enroll in the course, and that's step 2. So you click the courses and you can type search my class, or sometimes it's already listed and you could click that list. Once you get there, type in the enrollment key, which is Pulsin 1, and it's all lowercase and all crammed together, no spaces. And then after that's done the first time, the next time you go in, you don't have to go through all that. You just go to NROC Login in the user links list and log in. So those are the directions, and these directions how to create an account on NROC is in the content section. That's what this is all here, and it's how to create an account on NROC. So we'll go back to the course homepage, and I want to point out really quick because I left this off the D2L video. Email for D2L is right here. You just click there. Compose an email. For example, if I opened an email, I can reply there. Okay, so course home page, user links list, NROC login. So you click there and log in. I'm already logged in. So all I have to do is open my course, and this is how it looks. You can watch the student orientation video that NROC creates for instructions on how to use the site. And I'm also going through how to do some of this homework and what you're going to run into. So, going into Unit 1, Lesson 1, Topic 1, which I have listed on the course schedule as Unit 1, L1, T1. So your assignments are Unit 1, L1, T1, and Unit 1, L1, T2. You're going to do those first two for the first week. Let's go into that. Topic 1 for the first lesson. This presentation is a video NROC provides of instruction.
How much money would you rather make in a month?
You can also go to work
Find the place value of 3 in,
which is more instruction. So there's instruction in the presentation, instruction in the worked example. Okay, so you can watch instruction. Then you could practice problems if you want to get used to how to use this thing. Like if you don't want to do that, you go straight to the review questions. And there are 6 of them. Now this is a little different. It doesn't tell you if you're right or wrong. So in 2009, the city of Houston, Texas had a population of 2,257,926. Find the place value of the 5 in that number. So this digit 5 has a place, and it's in, let's see, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s place. Okay, So the 5 is in the 10,000s place. Okay, so we go to the next one. It doesn't tell us whether we're right or wrong. All right, so in 2010, the state of California had a population of 37,253,956. Find the place value of the 2 in that big number. The 2 is in the thousands period. This is the ones period. So 3 is the thousands place, 5 is the 10,000 place, 2 is the 100,000s place. So we're going to click the 100,000s place. Now we go to the next one. Write 400, 7 trillion, 6,105,028 in standard form. So you're basically making digits. So that would be 407 trillion, 6 million. Okay, let's see. Now, is that 6 in the millions place? The one next to the trillions is billions. And there are no billions, so we actually have to have 3 zeros before we enter the 6 in the millions period, or the millions section. So 6 million in the 6 in the million section, 105,000, so we're going to put 105, and that's in the thousands place, and then 28 in the ones place. Alright, so we'll do next. Let's make a mistake. Kansas is 417 miles, or 2,201,760 feet wide. What is the word form? What is the word form for how many feet wide Kansas is? So basically this number put into words. Well, let's mess this one up. Let's just say it's that one. Okay, it's not telling us. So write 702,001 in expanded form. Okay, now this you may not know how to do. So the 7 is in the 100,000s place. So what they're looking for is that is 700,000 then plus 2 in the thousands place. So that's 2,000 plus 1 in the ones place. So hopefully that's right. And this one has 8 in the thousands place, so 8,000 plus 1 in the hundreds place, so that's 100, plus 2 in the tens place, so that's 20, plus 8 in the ones place, so that's plus 8. Okay, now I'm going to submit it, and it likes all my answers except for the last 3. It says 1.1.1.000. Now, you're not stuck with this. It would seem like you might be, because let's say you go to practice and you practice something and then you go back to review. Well, it looks like you're stuck there. However, if you go all the way out, you will be able to redo this whole assignment, so you don't have to keep the score. And what happened here, let's look at the ones I did. I thought I did right, but I must not have written it in the way that they wanted it. Or, okay, so they're telling me how to write it. And it would appear the same, wouldn't it? Okay. However, what's here is no spaces in between. So I put spaces in between the numbers and the symbols. Yikes. Okay, you've got to be really observant, because it won't accept answers not in the right format. Sometimes you have to get them wrong just to know what they want. So be very observant as to what they want. So they don't want any spaces in between the numbers and the symbols. They do accept no commas, however. It looks here like they'll accept the format without commas. That's not usual. Okay, so I learned how to enter it correctly. Yikes. That's one thing I don't really like about this program. It can be a little frustrating that way. Now, if I close it out and I go back to my page again and I go back in, start over, enter, this allows me to do it again. So now I'm doing it over again. Now here's the downside. Once you've started, you have to complete it. It's not going to remember what you've done. You can't do You can't do problems part the way through, go back out, and it won't remember what you did. It'll always start you back at the beginning. So that's another issue, and whether you do review or practice. Now, I have noticed that if you did practice instead of review, it'll give me a score to look at. And I will accept if you would rather do the practice questions as opposed to the review questions, you can do those as homework. And either one can be redone. The difference with practice questions are they will tell you whether it's right or wrong. But it gives you repeat questions. So let's just mess this up, right? What? Okay. So we're just dragging anything anywhere. Okay, let's do that. Now let's submit. Oh, incorrect. Okay, so it lets us know and then we do it again. Once I've made a mistake, it's going to give me question 1 2 more times. 2 different questions, not the same question. But it kind of wants to exercise me more since I made that mistake. So that's how practice is different from review. Review is quicker because you just try it once through, check your score, you don't like it, back out, go back in it again. You may want to do practice as homework for topics that are harder for you so that you get worked and practiced more. I don't think that you can view how to do the actual problem beforehand. They do have a topic text. Oh, yeah, and this is where you can, it talks about the topic that that question is about. Okay, and that could help you. Alright, so I'm closing back out, and if you just click up here, notice it's NROC, that goes to the beginning, this goes to the beginning of the page, this is scores. I don't know if you have that or not. Okay, so Unit 1 is all this. These are the topics in Lesson 1. Here's Lesson 2, there's these topics. Learning objectives are just a list of what you're learning. Lesson 3 has topic 1 and 2. Lesson 4, 1 and 2. You'll only be doing topic 1 in Lesson 4. Lesson 5, okay. Once you're done with the lessons, it has a tutor simulation, which is really cool. This sort of walks you through a thinking problem, and it grades your tutor sim. It'll give me a grade. And then it helps you walk through sort of a real world problem. Sorry, I'm switching around as I'm talking. But this is part of your homework, and you will have to do the tutor sims. The puzzles are just fun or interesting that can help you exercise a certain topic. And we'll be in the discussions. Sometimes I'll say, go try the puzzle and tell me something about it, and I'll come up with a question about the puzzle. We won't be doing team projects, and you will do the quiz. You can choose your form. You just do one quiz. Don't do both forms, just one quiz. And you will be doing those at the end of each unit. Unit 2 is split into 2 parts. You will do part of Unit 2 and then take Test 2, and then you'll do the other part of Unit 2 and take Test 3. Unit 2 is split between Test 2 and Test 3. So you won't be doing the quiz for Unit 2 until you're ready to take Test 3, if that makes sense. Or you will be doing the tutor sim before Test 3, but not before Test 2. Okay, so in Unit 3, you just go straight through it. That's decimals, and then you'll be doing Test 4, and then the final. So we only cover Units 1, 2, and 3, and just keep track of your schedule of when you're supposed to do the different topics for the different lessons in the units. So to get back to your course page, I believe you can just close, yeah, and then it'll get back to the D2O homepage. So the link is always in the user links section right here, NROC Login.